This is the video where I tell you guys how I built my 5-figure business as an author, and it's also the video where I get to introduce myself to you if you've never seen one of my videos or visited my channel before. So I know my business is not one of those fancy, groundbreaking 6-figure businesses that you hear people talk about all the time on YouTube. Instead, I like to think I'm a more normal level of successful and something that is maybe a little more attainable and achievable, which is why I like to share my story here with you guys, because even though I don't have the fancy 6-figure label for my business and my career, I like to still say that I'm successful in my own right, and I'm here to tell you how I did it and how I built it all from the ground up, starting honestly at a very young age. I certainly was not an overnight success. In fact, if you go on my YouTube channel and you go to the way beginning, you'll see that I first started posting videos in 2011 and really got the ball rolling more so in 2012, 2013, because 2013 is when I published my debut novel, Essence. So I just fell in love with reading so much that I wanted to write my own book. Hence why I started writing in the first place and came up with the concept of my story, Essence. And then I started posting videos on YouTube because I eventually realized I wanted to self-publish my book. Originally, I kind of looked down on self-publishing because in my eyes, anyone can do it. But then I realized there's a difference between self-publishing the correct way and self-publishing the wrong way. Because you can self-publish your book and still look extremely professional and even be mistaken as a traditionally published author, except you make more in book royalties as a self-published author. And when I finally decided to go down the self-publishing path, I started making YouTube videos to not only document my journey, but to also teach other people how to do what I was doing, which was self-publishing. Now, if we really look back, we'll notice that I was also extremely young when I published my debut novel, Essence. In fact, I was still in high school. I published the book when I was only 17 years old, and basically, I just haven't stopped since then. So Essence was published when I was still in high school. My next novel, I Am Mercy, was published when I was in college, and same with my other novel, She's Not Here. Now, these first 3 books are all over the place in genre. We have young adult fantasy, young adult historical fantasy, and then a psychological thriller. And then I even later on went to write a children's book called Mr. Moon's Big Move. Obviously, I was trying to find my voice as a writer and figure out where I fit in the world of writing. I'm happy to say that since I've started writing, I've really found my footing and have really fallen in love with the romance genre. So I actually have an entire series of romance books. I have Meet Me at the Summit, Let the Rebel Fall, and then The Trail to You and Me. They're all part of a series. The Trail to You and Me is technically a standalone, but it has some of the same characters as the first 2 books, but it's a standalone novel that you can read separately if you'd like. But now, going forward, I'm going to be writing a just romance when it comes to fiction, specifically clean romance. And I defined the books that I write now as sweet romance with a dash of adventure. Since I've started writing, I've done tons of different things. I've done multiple book signings, I've done workshops, all sorts of events. My personal favorite was BookCon, rest in peace BookCon. I was able to attend that event as an author, and it was just so much fun. I used to work full-time in the corporate world, but in 2020 I was laid off and I was kind of forced to go all in with my business before I was actually ready to. Because originally the idea was to work the corporate job, do the side hustle, and then as the side hustle made more money, work part-time in the corporate world, and then when the side hustle made even more money, quit the corporate job. Instead, the corporate job quit me and I had to just go all in on my business, and it ended up working out because here I am today. And the way I was able to make things work, honestly, was just to make multiple streams of income. That way, if month to month things kind of fluctuated, it was okay, because if one income didn't do well, usually another income did really well. I went on to co-write the Marketing for Authors series, where there's 5 different books in the series, and each book in the series covers a different type of book marketing. So this is a series of books written for you authors who are out there trying to figure out how to market your book. I also designed the book launch planner, and this is a planner that is full of templates and worksheets and guides that are meant to guide you through the book release process. That way you don't forget anything as you're planning your book release and your book launch. And that was actually released originally as a hardcover spiral notebook. And that was the first time I had to really invest in my business, where I ordered a huge stock of planners that shipped to my house. And then I had to fulfill all the orders myself by hand. And I'm so happy to say that we did eventually sell out, which made me re-release the planner not as a hardcover spiral-bound notebook, but instead as a hardcover or paperback book that you could buy at any time off of Amazon, because eventually I just couldn't keep up with the distribution process, which I guess is a good problem to have. So when I re-released the planner, instead of just re-releasing it as one planner, I actually re-released it as a series of planners. So we have the first planner, which is my writing planner. This is a planner meant to set goals and to track your progress as you write. It also acts as a regular, planner with a monthly and weekly spread that you can use. So you're actually able to fill it out yourself to put in the dates. That way you can use it any year starting whenever you want. Then we have my outline planner. This acts as a story Bible. It has templates and worksheets that you can fill out to come up with character profiles, to outline your novel, to flesh out what locations look like, and just to overall do some world building for your book. And then finally, we have the third planner, which is my book launch planner, which is basically the original book launch planner, but I updated some of the pages to update some checklists and templates. And I'm also very excited to say that I'm releasing a 2025 writing planner. So this is going to be the most similar to my writing planner, where it's for setting goals and tracking your writing process. But instead of having it be a blank template for the weekly and monthly spreads where you have to fill it out yourself, it'll be filled out specific to the year 2025. But not only that, there's going to be a black and white edition, but also my personal favorite, a color edition, because what I wanted personally was a pre-filled out bullet journal. So that is what this is the entire planner has been updated, new pages have been added, new templates have been added, but most of all, the calendar pages are already filled out and the color version is made in color. So each month is a different theme and you can just have a lot more fun with it because it just looks more fun. And to me, when my planner looks more fun, I tend to use it more. So the 2025 planner is going to be available on Amazon like all the other planners, or you can buy it as a printable, so you can choose whether you want to print it out in color or in black and white. And then you can customize it a little bit more if it's a printable as well. So it's not released yet, but if you want to be notified when it is released, make sure to sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss it. That will be linked down below. And the goal here is that I'm going to update the printable version of the planner every single year so we can have more fun themes as the years go on. And speaking of planners, at some point I started to design stickers for my planners, and these stickers were stickers designed specifically for writers. So stickers where you can put down your word count, your editing progress, you can use them to outline your book. I just designed as many fun stickers as possible to make the writing process a little more fun. And I started selling them to you guys as well. And the goal, of course, was that you use your stickers in the planners that you purchase. Another one of my income streams is that I used to work one-on-one with clients to design their book covers and to also format their books for print and ebook. And I no longer work with clients because I have a baby and it's a lot harder to work with clients. So I try not to take clients on anymore. But instead, I actually developed courses that teach you how to format your books and design your covers yourself if you want to take it the DIY route. So the first course is Format Print Books and eBooks with Adobe InDesign. In this course, I take you through Adobe InDesign step by step. I teach you everything you need to know about the software to format your book for print and for ebook. And then we have my other 3 courses, which are actually a 3-course bundle, or you can purchase them separately, but these courses teach you how to design your book in Photoshop. We have the first course, which is Photoshop Basics for Authors. This course is designed for those who have never used Photoshop before, and it teaches you the bare bones basics of things that you need to know in order to use Photoshop to design a book cover. or even marketing material, because by the end of this course, you'll be able to design anything that you'll ever need in terms of marketing material. In fact, in the course, we design a business card step by step together. The next course is typography and book cover design. In this course, we talk all things typography. So this is kind of assuming you hired someone to illustrate your book cover and they made the illustration, but you still need to create the book cover wrap as well as add all the typography onto the cover. So there's actually a lot that goes into typography, and sometimes I feel like typography can make or break a cover. So that is what this course covers specifically. And then the third course, Designing Book Covers in Photoshop, is the course for those who want to design the entire cover from scratch. So this course is for those who want to take stock photos to create their book covers from scratch. This course covers a lot of photo manipulation skills that you can use to really customize your book cover for yourself. And again, these 3 courses are also available as a big course bundle, and then you save money that way when you purchase it as a bundle as well. And though I've made these courses, the good news for you guys is that I actually have a ton of free content available right here on YouTube. As you can guess, as someone who's been making YouTube videos since literally 2011, I have hundreds of YouTube videos. I will admit, the more recent years, the quality of the videos are much better, but we all gotta start somewhere. So if you want a topic you want to learn, just be sure to search this YouTube channel. My content is specific to self-publishing. I'm sure a lot of it does apply to traditional publishing as well, but since I'm not a traditionally published author, I can't exactly speak to it. And if there's a topic that I haven't covered yet, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try to make a YouTube video on it. Though admittedly, I'm really hoping for 100K some days because I really want that YouTube plaque, guys. But I am celebrating very much so for that 50,000 subscribers, and I'm doing that with, for the first time ever, releasing merchandise. So this actually right here is the first piece of merchandise I wanted to show you guys. So if you've been looking at this sweatshirt and wondering where did she get it, made it myself. So I'm releasing 3 different merch designs, but I actually already have ideas for more designs down the line. But all of my merchandise for now, at least, will be available on sweatshirts, t-shirts, and mugs. So be sure to check out my merch store if you want to order those. All of my merch is officially available now. This design right here is actually the first design that I'm releasing. It's also my personal favorite, if we're being honest, and is the Procrastination Club. And now we have the second design, which is Writing Mom Problems. This is a design that came straight from my heart. As a new mom myself, I've just learned how hard it is to be productive when you are a mom. So I felt the need to make this design, Writing Mom Problems. It'll be available in sweatshirts, t-shirts. You guys get the idea. It's also available in multiple colors. It doesn't have to be in pink, but I felt like sporting the pink one today. And then this is our last design. It is Mentally Traveling in a Book. We've got a book here. We've got kind of a retro road sign. And in case you were wondering, yes, this one is for my fiction books because Meet Me at the Summit, Let the Rebel Fall, and The Trail to You and Me, they all have some sort of travel aspect, so I just felt like that had to be included, especially Meet Me at the Summit, which is about a road trip. So that's where the retro road sign comes in, and I just had to sport that for my own books, even though really anyone can wear this, but especially if you've enjoyed my fiction books, you should definitely wear this one. So those are all my new merch designs. I hope you guys love them as much as I do. I'm actually super excited about this merch launch. I've never had merch before, but if you want to see these designs printed on other things, let me know in the comments down below. If there's any other designs you want me to make, also let me know because I do plan on making more merch designs for you guys because I just think this is really fun. And that's everything that I've done to build my business from the ground up, leading all the way up to today where I get to launch merch for the very first time. So like I said, I'm certainly not an overnight success. Again, I've been at this literally since 2011, but honestly, I don't feel like the ball got rolling until I was able to go full time with my business in 2020. And even when I did go full time, I was not an overnight success. It took about, I think, a year or two for me to kind of really replace the income that I had when I worked full time at my corporate job. But now I actually make more doing this, which I love dearly, than when I worked at my corporate job, which I was surviving through. I got to where I am today by making a ton of mistakes. So really my goal with this channel is that I go through all the self-publishing and I make a lot of mistakes along the way so you guys don't have to, because I do a lot of experimentation here. I try things out, I test waters, and I tell you guys about it along the way. And my goal is that I make the mistakes so you don't have to. So I do hope you guys subscribe to this channel. I hope you guys support this channel. And if you guys really enjoy the content I make here, make sure to support it by purchasing merchandise or some of my books or taking my courses if you want to learn any of that content. Otherwise, I am here every week sharing content for free on YouTube about self-publishing, about writing, and most of all, how to make money and build a business as an author. So that is it for today, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.